My brother told me yesterday that I've been writing songs better than him since I was 6.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm wasting time doing something meaningless because it's what I love to
That's
do.
when I first got my real camera, and it was a Canon Rebel.
First it was hip hop, and then it digressed to jazz and ballet.
I have been writing songs since I was 6 years old.
So I started playing piano when I was 5 or 6.
My parents put me in a dance company when I was 8 years old.
I think I discovered my passion when I was 18, 19.
I didn't really start recording it until I was 14, and I released my first album when I was 14. It's terrible. It's really bad.
I didn't sing until it was like later on, and I took drum lessons when I was maybe in middle school, 6th grade.
It's just really what I feel. And I can just go out, put my phone on a tripod and just go in.
Making music makes me feel like I'm on the right path in my life.
If I never discovered dancing, I would be so bored.
I would be so boring without music.
But I don't know where I'd be. I would be doing something that I'm not passionate about and be doing something that I'm forcing myself to do. And I'm in no business to do that. Life is too short.
I think music is the only thing in the world that matters. I think music is like, it's everything. Like, I mean, like, imagine watching Schindler's List with no music. Imagine just like watching a bunch of sad stuff. The music makes you cry. It's the music that makes you upset and makes you happy. And it's the entire reason anything is worth doing, I think.
I don't know. It's like music is everything I do on the side. So maybe I would just get some new hobbies. I do like to bike. I mean, I can bike. I don't know.
They always support it. My dad's always like, that's crazy. Cause like he can't do any of that. It's like, wow, like jeepers, son, that's really cool. You know? And my mom's like, she tries to get down with me too. It's actually kind of funny.
My dad was super supportive in the beginning, but I don't think anyone took me seriously until a couple of years ago. And then they were like, I guess you're good enough to say good job to now, you know? Like, I think that was a big day for me when they were like, wow, this is surprisingly good.
But my sister definitely has her doubts about this, and she definitely doesn't agree with me paying 40 grand and going to school for film.
I think it used to be a hobby. I've always told myself that I shouldn't do music because it's dumb, and people should never pursue music because it's hard to do, and you have to market yourself, and it's terrible. But in the last year, I've been like, man, this is the only thing I'm good at, so I should probably go all in on that, right?
It's not really about getting popular or like getting people's approval, but I just hope that my music could genuinely make someone feel good.
My final goal is to work with National Geographic, and that's where I would love to end up after all of this is said and done, for a few years just traveling the world, and I don't know.
But yeah, I think I make music mainly for me, you know? Like, I've never made a song and been like, I hope this one is really big with the kids. I've never thought about it before.
I don't really want to put constraints on it because I want it to go wherever it's going to go.
Honestly, would be like to open up my own dance studio in LA and teach there, and then hire other people who I think are sick to teach for me and get that guap.
I mean, obviously I want my music to be successful. I've never been like one of those guys that like messages everyone I know on Facebook and go, click on this link.
There's been major doubts.
I feel your pain. I feel like everyone is a little bit maybe struggling, and
You look at other people's work and you just start having those doubts and that voice in the back of your head's kind of just saying, are you good enough to do this, and are you good enough to make it on your own?
I think it's every musician makes a song, they go, this is music. I've made music, I've made something. And then the next day you hear another song and you go, I've never made music and I suck at it. I'm the worst.
you have to believe that you're good enough.
If it's your safe place and you escape because of it, then you want to do it and you shouldn't stop doing it for anything.
Don't take no for an answer.
You know, like really focusing on what you're into. If you're into production, go into production. If you're into anything, go into what you're into.
If you love doing something, then you gotta do it. And I need to take my own advice, but it's coming. So just do what you love. Cliche.
Never make music or produce music for anyone other than yourself.
Just make sure you can like do it to the fullest of your abilities, because you don't want to do 10 things mediocre and instead of 5 things really good.
I think a lot of people right now are trying to ride that hype train. They're trying to be it. They're trying to follow all the trends. And I think that that's totally fine. But just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, because it's really easy to become like every other artist in the world. You know what I mean? Like to sound like Ed Sheeran. There are a million Ed Sheerans now. You know what I mean? Like, but you can be Frank. You know what I mean? Like you can be Frank, and Frank does his own thing and he doesn't really care about anything. I think that's really important, is to just make the music for you and make art that you are excited about and is worth sharing.